This is the Sage in Gateshead near Newcastle, and it's time to go urban exploring. This place has always fascinated me because of its really weird floor numbering, and in the lifts, the buttons go in alphabetical order, A, B, C, but the floors are not in that order. The layout of the buttons does not represent the order that the floors go in. That is so weird. There's so many weird little floors to explore and discover what's there. It's so odd. But before we go to the really weird floor numbering lift, we first go to a lift that's not as weird, but still quite interesting. This lift's a generic lift, so the actual model of the lift itself is not interesting, but it does have a rather interesting indicator. But the interesting thing is what secrets we can discover in this lift. So then, this lift goes from floor C at the bottom, and I think C stands for concourse. It's like a weird little podium floor, lower than the ground floor. Then it's floor 0, the ground floor, then floor 1, which is the first floor of the main atrium, then floor 01, which is the lower floor of a stage area. There's two separate stages in the Sage. This is the first stage, and floor 01 opens on the other side, on the rear side of the lift, out into this stage area. But it's no button for floor 01, it's a secret floor. Then above this is floor 2, which is the second floor of the atrium, then floor 02, which is the upper floor of the stage area, again opening on the rear side of the lift. Then above this is floor 3, atrium level 3. So then, let's now go to the secret floors 01 and 02. So, let's see what we got here. Let's go to floor 01 and 02. There. Doors closing. Lift going down. 01. And opens on the rear side out to the stage area. This stage looks very interesting. It'd be really fun to go and play with all of the lighting and equipment on this stage, but they were currently maintaining this stage. There's lots of workers about, and if we went onto a stage, we'd likely be caught. And we don't want to be caught yet because there's still so much more things to discover in this building. So we go back to the lift and go up to floor 02, the upper seating area of this stage area. Floor 02. Ooh, control. And we managed to get into the projector room. Yes, epic projector room.
The size of a projector.
Oh,
it's all the input.
So then we now got out into the main atrium area, and we now got along to the other side of the Sage. This other end of the building has a separate stage and has the lift with the really weird floor numbering. Let's take a look at the buttons. Looks quite logical. You've got O, L1, 1, 2, 3 for the number floors, and A, B, C for the letter floors. Seems straightforward, doesn't it? No, it's not, because the placement of the buttons in this lift does not in any way represent the order the floors go in. Who thought it was a good idea to put the buttons in this order? It's really confusing, and because it's really confusing makes it really fascinating. And so then this lift goes from floor C at the bottom, the concourse floor below the ground floor, then floor 0 is the ground floor, floor L1 is a little mezzanine slightly lower than the first floor. Floor 1 opens on the rear side and goes out to atrium floor 1, then floor 2 is atrium floor 2, then above floor 2 is floor B. What's floor B? That's very weird. And above that is floor 3, which is atrium floor 3. And above that is floor A, the administration floor, which is like where the head office is for this building. Then above this, there's a secret floor, which has no button for, the plant room floor. Right, let's go up to the plant room. This floor numbering does not follow those buttons. It goes 1, 2, so far so good. B, 3, A, then plant room. Administration, plant room. Come on, what's it going to say for plant room? P, does not follow that at all.
I want to send it down. Just
Ooh. And here we are at the secret plant room floor. And I wasn't expecting the plant room here to be as big as it was. This plant room is absolutely massive and so fun to explore. And in fact, there isn't just one level of plant room. There's actually 2 levels of plant room, and the lift only stops at the lower level. This plant room's massive and so fun, and there's so much to see. So let's take a look around it. There's loads of equipment here. It's all dark and creepy on this floor. Look at all this interesting equipment. And we're not supposed to be here, which makes it even more fun to explore. There's no one about. There's lots of workers about on the floors below on the 2 different stages here, but up at the plant room, no one about. So we can go and explore it all. And this plant room is very interesting. And in the plant room, there's a ladder up to the upper plant room level. So up the ladder we go, and here we are on the upper plant room. All these plant rooms are meant to be very securely shut. From the upper plant room to go to the fire exit stairs, there's all doors that are like push button to open, so they're all properly locked. But hey, we managed to defeat all their locked doors by taking the lift up here. So then, here's the fire exit staircase, and we're thinking of just leaving it, but then I thought, no, there's a bit of this plant room I don't think I've seen yet. So we went back into plant room to see if there's any more secrets to discover, and I'm so glad I did, because round the back end of this upper floor of the plant room, there's stairs going even higher, and there is a motor room for a lift, and it's got Coal Morgan logic, and Coal Morgan logic is a bit, nothing special. And then, next to this motor room, there's a door which looks like it should be locked, but it's unlocked, which leads onto the roof of this area of the Sage. I think the door's left unlocked because they're doing some work here. Let's hope we don't run into any workers up here. Oh, it's so epic being up on this roof, and we're not supposed to be here. Oh yes, we can get a good view up here of the whole building. It's really nice being up in this area we're not supposed to be in. And then we saw a secret door with a ladder going up, and this ladder goes up a long way. This building is actually much higher than you'd initially think it was, and the ladder goes up to the roof. So we go up this ladder, and at the top of this ladder, sadly roof access is locked. But hey, there's a much easier way to get on the roof. So we go down this ladder, and while we're looking on this roof area, John went right to the edge to get a picture, and security was looking up at that moment and saw him. Security were onto us. We've got to get out of here. So we ran back through the plant room, ran back to a lift. Although thinking about it now, we should have gone on top of the lift because we could have just hidden on top of the lift. We didn't have security about to come round the corner, and we didn't want security to see us with the lift doors open. So I guess that's why we were more trying to run out rather than to hide from it on top lift. But hiding on top lift probably would have been a better option.
The bloke he gave chase, he was chasing me, he was jumping across our.
Which bloke was?
Like this big chubby bloke, he was really angry.
What was it saying I saw you?
No, but wrong ideas, and he looked really angry.
And we went down lift to the ground floor, and luckily security wasn't there, and we managed to escape the building. But annoyingly, there were still many other secrets we wanted to discover in this building, such as we never got to find out what's on floor B. Oh well, we saw the most interesting part, the plant room. So, several hours later, we don't think security's onto us anymore, so let's climb onto the roof! Look at this, it's a bit like the O2 in London. Roof access is so easy, you just climb up where the roof's attached to the ground. Oh, that is piss easy, we've just got to do that. But hey, since it was so easy, they'd obviously put up cameras to check people going on the roof. Now we know if we climbed up one of the ways up, we would have avoided the camera that was watching, but at the time we didn't know that. We didn't get far up the roof before security came out shouting at us, which is so disappointing, so I really want to get to the top of this roof. And sadly I had to leave Newcastle the next day, so I didn't get to try it again. But I'll be back another day to try and get on the roof of the Sage. We were caught by security straight away, and he got really angry and rushed me getting down. Because he rushed me getting down, I'm now bleeding. The Baltic. Remember, this place is really nice, and these lifts are really fun. Car preference. Car preference control. So how do you do a reversal trick on notice? I actually do not know.
We're nearly at 6.
Not yet.
Oh, I can't take it back out.
They're coming up now, 6 floor. Quick, reverse.
Is it working? No, it opened its doors.
How do you open the doors? There's no triangle key. What is that? I just feel a bit confused. Hey, how do you like this? Ground floor.
Look at how we're confused looking.
Yeah. Well, it's been good for a counterplay surf. Ground floor. Overpriced restaurant. Doors closed. No, it doesn't say it, this one. Bye bye overpriced restaurant, we're not going to eat there.